Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have a prospect update on the Jets' first round pick in the 2022 draft, Rutger McGroarty. This pick at the time was a little bit controversial. A lot of people wanted Kamel, that ended up going to Nashville, and a lot of people didn't like this pick, and it got overshadowed by the hype of Brad Lambert later on at pick number 30. But Rutger McGroarty has had an incredible start to his college career at Michigan. At 18 years old, he has 8 games played for 4 goals, 6 assists for a total of 10 points. That has him ranked tied for 13th in the entire NCAA with points and 3rd in points out of all freshmen. Doing it all wearing number 2, which is so badass. We love that. Number 2 is a forward. Looks like a defenseman running around out there a lot of the times, but I love that he's wearing a weird number. I hope he wears number 2 for the Jets in the future. That would be pretty funny. Rutger is one of those guys that can dish out passes, he can score goals, but he can also lay the hammer. He is, pretty big for a college freshman. 6'1", 205, he's a big boy, and he has been laying the lumber down there in the NCAA. There is one hit, I won't be able to show a clip of it, but he actually popped the guy's helmet off. It reminded me a ton of when the Jets drafted Jacob Trouba, watching those highlights of him just laying guys out at center ice. Rutger could be one of those guys, and he could be one of those to really stir the pot. The one thing that a lot of people were concerned about when he was drafted was his skating, and it has since improved noticeably. It doesn't really seem like it's a major weakness anymore. He's never going to be an incredible skater in the NHL. However, it does need to improve to make that leap. And we don't know how long he's going to be at the NCAA, whether it's a year and then he decides to come sign an ELC with the Jets, if that's the plan, or if he waits a couple more years with college. We'll have to see how that rolls out. But I think the Jets are going to let, his skating figure it out a little bit, because he's already NHL size, and, just let that skating develop a little bit in the NCAA, and that'll go a long way to helping him get ready to be a professional. But going on to the off-ice stuff, Rutger is one of those guys that is just a great person. He was selected to be the captain of the Americans for the 2021-2022 World Junior Championship, where he led the team with 8 goals and 1 assist for 9 points in just 6 games. This is a guy that's not only respected by the coaches, but his teammates as well. Everybody loves playing with this guy. He's got an upbeat attitude. He's always super positive, and we saw that a lot at the draft. Just a lot of great stuff there. I don't think he stopped smiling the entire time. Every time they panned to him or they had an interview with him, he was just lit up with smiles. It was great to see, instantly connecting with some of the guys that were in the same draft class, such as Brad Lambert, Danny Zhilkin, I believe, and Garrett Brown. And it was just cool to see him, reach out to those guys, congratulate them, and telling them, like, hey, let's get to work, let's go into the future here as Jets, and let's go make this team a contender, right? So, super fun to see as a Jets fan, seeing how upbeat and positive this guy is, and somebody, if he does pan out, could be a big part of the team, as well as maybe a bigger part in the leadership department as well. Rutger is a big-time power forward that could end up being a really good prospect and a really good player for the Jets down the line. He is a power forward with some skill, obviously. If the skating does come along in the future, his ceiling will only go up. A lot of people are comparing his game to Mark Stone, and as much as I would like him to turn into Mark Stone, I don't think that he'll get to that level of elite. However, I think that he will be a really responsible two-way player with some scoring touch, and I do think that he will be around maybe a low-end first liner to a really good second liner, somebody that would be perfect in your top 6. Now, we're only 8 games into the NCAA season for Michigan, and already Rutger is putting people on notice, already becoming a fan favorite at Michigan. People are loving the way that he's just kind of a Swiss Army knife. He can kind of do it all. He can score goals, he can be a playmaker, and he can lay the body. So if he can be one of those guys that you can kind of play and plug wherever you need in the lineup, I think that's going to be a big asset to the Jets, and I have a lot of faith in Rutger to become a really good player in the NHL. We'll monitor the rest of Rutger's year as it goes on, and whether it goes up or down, we'll talk about it in the future. So a lot of exciting things to come. That is where I'm going to leave it today, guys. This is the first, prospect report, prospect update thing that I've done on the channel. Let me know if you want more of these in the future. I've thought that maybe I'll do one on Dmitry Reshevsky, who's lighting it up over there in Russia. There's so many guys that, I can talk about, so many good Jets prospects, Brad Lambert, the list goes on. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know if you want more of these. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Go Jets, go.